Hello everyone, it is Guinevere. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I started this channel about 12 years ago, and for about 4 years I worked very consistently on it. I had a big presence online, and I really got to the point that I felt that it was necessary to step away, partially because I started school and I really just needed to give all of my attention and my energy to my classes. I needed to succeed. I needed to plant the seeds for my career and for my future success. And the other part of that was I went through a lot of very personal changes and was going through a lot of very personal things, and I think that it was best for me to not go through all of that while having a camera in front of me. I do think that stepping away did give me the space to complete the things that I needed to do. I mean, I graduated, I have my master's degree now. I'm so happy about that. I'm so proud of myself for that. I really struggled with that as it was happening, because I absolutely loved the YouTube channel. I did not want to leave YouTube. Whenever I tried to return, because I tried to come back to YouTube like every summer that I had any free time. As soon as I got a break from school, I would just try to jump on the YouTube channel and pretend like nothing had happened or nothing had changed. And it failed every time. Usually I would get wrapped up in school again as soon as the semester started, but I do think that part of why that failed was because I was trying to do things like I did before when I was going through all of these personal changes. So I took quite a bit of time to figure that out and to work that out, and I definitely feel that now this year has been the first year that I have felt very secure in myself, and I felt very self-assured, and I feel like I know who I am again. But I think that now that I am no longer lost within myself and with where my life is going, I'm now a little bit lost when it comes to the YouTube channel and how I'm going to move forward in this new environment that social media exists in, because it has changed so significantly from when I first started the channel. When I first started the YouTube channel, it was a lot more like a playground where you could play and experiment and post however little or however much you wanted, and it really just fit around you as a creator. When the algorithms were introduced in 2018 or so, it really pushed creators to make things that appease the algorithm. It really created a set of standards that you have to meet, and then if you're not meeting those standards, you can't expect what you're creating to even be seen amongst your own audience. And for me, that is a huge and dismaying thing that I have taken a long time to mourn. I can definitely say for myself, and I'm sure a lot of other creators would agree with me, that a big draw to creating things for social media was that community that we were building. And to just more or less overnight lose that, I find this whole system very, very frustrating, and I just really miss when social media was fun and felt rewarding, and now it just feels like if you don't follow this invisible arbitrary list of expectations that no one has access to and no one can say what that is concretely, then you are just constantly watching everything that you work so hard on suffer and get nowhere near the engagement or the views or whatever it is that it ever used to. The current way a lot of these platforms operate personally feel very oppressive to me. It feels like it's really not about creativity as much anymore as it is about strategy, and I personally tried to shift to a place where I'm really only online when I have stuff to post, when I have things to say. I'd really try to not be on there just to scroll anymore, and there's a point that that's a good thing. Like some of these issues are issues, but then when I think about them, or I think about them in the long term, or I think about how I'm going to interact with them going forward, I do see the silver lining. And I probably wouldn't have made these changes or chose to go into this direction if things were how they were before, I would probably still be terribly addicted to scrolling on my phone. But I still think that it's sad. I don't have any answers, and I don't know if I will anytime soon. I definitely think that this, for me, is a journey, and I've really had to change my mindset with a lot of this stuff and really shift my mind to a much more positive place and to just see the good and the potential in all of this versus focusing on how much of it frustrates me. And I absolutely believe that there is still fun and good to be had on YouTube and on these other platforms, but I think that it's really just about defining that for yourself and defining what makes all of this worth it to you. And I think that my goal for all of this, what would make it worth it for me, is to just focus on living authentically and just presenting my authentic self and who I am now, and to just not focus on or put my self-worth on anything else, especially not subscriber count or viewer count. But I really do have to give myself a clean slate mentally, and that's what a lot of some of my more recent videos have been, is my attempt to create a clean slate for myself in my life and also on the YouTube channel. I think that it's really just important to find what would make me happy to share and just focus on that. And if I get 100 views on that video, I will be grateful for each and every one of them. If I get thousands, then that's even better. I have my art studio here that I make animations and I build puppets. I would like to show you some of that in some art vlogs. I am a carnivorous plant enthusiast. I have many plants, and I want to do some savage garden vlogs where we take care of my plants and I tell you about them together. I want to do regular vlogs where I go out to conventions and travel. I still want to do fashion videos occasionally. I used to be very focused on fashion and consumerism when I first started the channel. I don't really want to be focused on that the same way that I was before, but I still want to show you my favorite outfits and my clothes and my style now. It's also important to me to give myself space to experiment. I think about YouTube every day. I come up with new videos all of the time, and sometimes I come up with some more experimental ideas, or at the very least just ideas that are much different than what I ever used to post. Also, sometimes I'm on YouTube and I see somebody else do something really cool that I might want to try, and I really want to give myself the space to explore that and to experiment with that. I will accept any constructive compliments, but the major point of this video is that I am trying YouTube, I'm trying new things, and I really just want to give myself a mentally healthy space to do that, and I am going to do everything that I possibly can to nurture myself, nurture my creativity, and create a place that also nurtures that for me. And I am just not going to focus on or allow negativity in any way. I really hope that I was able to cover just about everything that I needed to. I think that there's a point that that's kind of impossible, because some of these issues I have been working through and thinking about for months, if not years, and it's really difficult to sum all of that up in one short video. But thank you so very much for watching this video. I really appreciate your ongoing support. I can't wait to speak to you again soon and tell you all about myself. Thank you for watching. Bye!